Yo guys, what is up? It's Nick. I know it's been a long time since I posted a video. I've been sick. I've had a lot of schoolwork. I've had huge papers. Like I had an 8-page paper and like a 6. But those are like two of my only 4 papers the whole semester. They just had to come the same week. I had an exam today. It was like it's not a midterm and it's not a final. It was just like a exam. I don't even know what it was. I had that today, but I'm done. I'll be playing some Madden and some Ghost. I'm gonna have a Ghost video coming up later. It's just gonna be my combat record. I prestiged on Friday, like at 6 o'clock on Friday, and then I just wasn't able to put up a video because I spent the night at my cousin's on Saturday. Yesterday I came back and did a collection on here so that you will see. I couldn't record a video because my roommate was here, and it's just weird when I talk to myself over here recording and he's sitting over there. But let's get into this. I'll show you guys the collections that I completed first, and I'll tell you guys kind of give you a few tips on them. So I did finish the Ray Lewis collection. I did lose out about up to 50,000 minimum of gaining 10 or 20k. Not entirely sure. I already sold him. It just wasn't worth his price to me. I sold him for 311, but I only got like 270 for it, which is really stupid. I hate that tax. I lost like 35k off of it. But I finished him. I'll go through some of the hard cards to get. I had about half of the cards. I'd say about 40 to 45% of the cards. I had every card in the Broncos pretty much. And then I had all of them in a couple other ones like the Dolphins and stuff like that. And this one, I think the Corey Wooten is expensive. I heard he was about 50k. I already had him, so I got kind of saved on that one. There are a bunch of like 10 and 20k cards that I'm not going to really go over. And then there probably are some in here that I already had that are expensive, like the Corey Wooten. So this right now is not a profitable collection unless you get lucky in the whatchamacallit, the jumbo coin packs, which I kinda did, I guess. I got a 100k and 3 25ks, 1 10k, a bunch, like 4 or 5 5ks, and then the rest were 500, 750 of the thousands. So I probably got about 225,000 off of that. And if you think about it, I really didn't make anything because the Ray Lewis was about 500,000. If you add it, it's about 500,000, 45. It's about 550 is what I made off of it. And then if you think about it, I sold some guys. I sold my Des Bryant, which I just bought back. I'll show you the stuff that I bought back. I also traded my couple of guys and whatnot. So I'll get into that later. Let's see here. Who else is expensive? The Eagles are pretty expensive. I only had 2 of them, which really surprised me. Boykin was about 10k. I think Jamar Chaney was cheap. I had Watkins. Antonio Dixon and Brandon Graham, I think, are about 5 to 15k. Fletcher Cox, I think, was 4 or 5. Vic is 5. Michael Kendricks, I think, is 10. And McCoy is cheap. All the top 100 cards are pretty cheap. The most expensive one I saw, I think, was 3,000, so that's not bad. Moving on, the Jets collection, I had no cards for it, and I actually think I completed it for about 22k, so that's one that you can make some coins on. The Lions, Jason Jones is expensive. Yesterday he was about 50k, but last night around 3 in the morning I got one for 20, so that was a good deal. So I did get some deals. I got some snipes. Like I got a bunch of cards for 150. So that saved me about 15,000. Also sniped a couple of the more expensive cards, like the 10 or 15 or 20k ones, for about 2 to 6,000, which that was nice. And even with that, I still lost coins. So I highly don't suggest you do this unless you have a lot of coins, or you just like completing collections, or you really want the Ray Lewis. You prefer to complete it by collection instead of buying it, or something like that, or you just want to have some fun. But right here, Ahmed Tawamu, he was pretty expensive. He actually was the only one. There were none up when I was doing this. It was like 1 in the morning. I was tired, and I got to the Steelers Club. I saved the Jason Jones because I knew it was expensive. I was going to make sure I had enough coins to get him at the end. And then I got to the Steelers collection, and that guy wasn't up, and I got so frustrated. So I finished up all these and I hadn't finished up the Seahawks, I don't think, yet. So I finished up those 4 collections, came back to it, and there was one up for 19, bought it straight out, and was able to finish it. Also, the elite ones where you get the captains, let's see here, go over all these captain ones. I only really am going to complete one. I wish the Jets was Cromartie, but it's not. It's what's his face. So I'm not going to do that. Right here's the one I'm working on is Charles Woodson. I just need to get the offensive card. I don't know how long I'm going to wait to buy it. I got all these guys. They were all relatively cheap. I think I got the whole entire set of 15 cards for about 60K. Why is Pat Sims? Oh, I thought Pat Sims wasn't collected. I was like, what's going on? But got them for about 70K, so that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too shabby. Yeah, so I don't know. I've just been. I need to get back on this grind instead of Call of Duty. But I'm still playing Call of Duty. If you don't know, I play a whole lot of it. I've hit max prestige at every single game. So that's what's up. I got a bunch of Road to the Playoff cards. All the gold ones. I don't know what I want to do with them. I could just straight up discard them for like 10K, but I might throw them in the collection. I really don't feel like sitting and throwing cards in collections again, but we'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling and whatnot. Also, here is my new lineup. I'll tell you, I do have some subs I need to make. Pick up a couple cards that I sold or traded, and just stuff like that. I need to get coins back though. I only got 24,000. So, let's see here. My offensive line, I have no idea what the last video's lineup was, so I'm just going to go over it. Baker, Levitch, I think my line's the same because there's nothing really changed there. Sherman, I got the Road to the Playoff Shermans. I pulled them out of a pack, so that was nice. I was able to just plug them in the lineup because I have enough chemistry. Mike Tolbert was my fullback. He just plays second fullback. Emmett. Des Bryant, I picked up the long pass. Des Bryant, the Road to the Playoffs one. Des Bryant, I pretty much sold Calvin for Des. I like Calvin too, but I just like Des Bryant. He's one of my favorite players. He's not better than Calvin in real life, but in game, I don't know. I just like his card more. So that's why I have him. I have the Deshaun Jackson, my fantasy one, but I did have the Road to the Playoffs. He's not a whole lot better. I traded him in 80K or 70K, 75K, something like that, for a different card, but I'm going to get him back. I was running 2 D-Jacks. I never run duplicates, but Deshaun Jackson's something different for me to run dupes because of the speed. You guys know I love that. Tavon Austin right now is playing the third, and I got Aaron Dobson. I pulled him out of a pack, so I just decided to keep him and use him. Bought Dave Casper. Kind of wanted a nice legend, and he's like 14K, so that was nice to pick him up. Defensive front is a little jacked up. I pulled the Greg Hardy out of a pack, so that's why he's there. I wouldn't buy him because I had who did I have? It wasn't Wallace Gilberry. Oh, it was who was it? It was Muhammad Wilkerson. That's who I had. The Sap and the Perry, I have the legends because I actually had the actual legends, and I sold them to finish up that collection. I got about 80K for Sap, and I got about 40K for Perry. I'll buy Perry back, and I think I'm going to go away from Sap, and I think I'm just going to get like Wilford or something cheap. Chandler Jones, this is all pretty much the same. I have the most feared James Harrison because I don't really know who I want as my left outside linebacker. But this linebacking core has been pretty good for me. I picked up the Cushing. I think the last time I showed my lineup, I had the D'Amico Ryans in instead. My secondary, I love my secondary. This is who I traded Deshaun Jackson 75K for. This is Brian Dawkins. I'm an Eagles fan, so it was nice to get Brian Dawkins. He's a boss. His stats really aren't that good if you look at the back of his card, but I don't know, he plays a whole lot better than those stats. And he's actually the first 99 to make it on the team, if you don't count like when the most for your cards transformed. But he's the first 99 on my team, and I wouldn't want another 99. I wouldn't want it any different out of the 99s that are out. Brian Dawkins is the one I wanted. There are other Madden 25 cards that I want. Somebody was asking me if he was the only one I wanted, but obviously he's not because Vic is one. So I'm going to have to get him, and then I'm going to have to get my boy Randy Moss. I might get Brian Finneran just because it's funny, and my friend Radioactive Waste. Not even joking about it, because I don't know a whole lot about him, because I've been a huge Vic fan since I was like 5, as long as I can remember, and I don't really remember him throwing it to Brian Finneran. I remember Algie Crumpler the most, but I don't really remember Finneran, so that's a little weird. My secondary, I got Leon Hall, Pat Pete, and Alteron Werner. I have Terry Williams as the backup. I don't really know. I have the road to the playoff Ed Reed, the 87 one. But these are the corners that I want. I want to keep Pat Pete, but I want to sell Leon Hall and Alteron Werner and get Rod Woodson and Aqib Talib. The Rod Woodson's like 80K or 90K or something like that. He's pretty darn cheap, so I might want to pick him up, but I don't know. I got to get coins first. Specialist, you guys know, I'm still running Trendon Holiday. He hasn't let me down yet. He's only fumbled like twice out of however many odd games I've played with him, so I'm gonna keep him. No sense in getting rid of him. Yeah, that's pretty much my team. I did complete the John Fox one because I have Mandy and Long Pass, so I kind of got lucky with this one. So I got the plus 20. Don't have to buy a coach now. Still rocking the Patriots uniforms. I don't really have any better options if you look at my uniforms. And I'm playing at the Oakland Coliseum. I don't know, I might change it up, go to like Gillette and actually play where the Patriots play. It'd make a little bit more sense. Or Cowboys, I don't know. I'll probably run the Carolina offense and playbook forever until like this game, next game, whatever, until they change that it's a read option, that there's read option in it and stuff like that. Because I love to run the option because obviously I have Vic, so I'm gonna run the option. And then I just use the Eagles defense because I play with them in like connected franchise and stuff like that. But if you guys have any suggestions for any cards that I should get, go to the playoffs and whatnot, just leave them in the comments. I'm trying to figure out to get my team where I want it, so when the next gen comes out, I can just transfer over my team and not really have to worry about it, because I really do like my team. It could use some improvements here and there, and it could use some different players that I really like. But as of right now, it's pretty good. I will sell this Charles Woodson and get the captain one as soon as I possibly can. But as of right now, I don't have enough points to buy the collectible. I could sell the Charles Woodson and get up to about 90K, but then I'd have to hold out until I got like 150, 160 so I could get the collectible. So I might as well just hold out. I also don't even have the solo challenge done for it. I'm still sitting at like, let's see here. There are 3 solo challenges for the Hutchinson. Wow. Team of the, where is it? Regular season. Here it is. I go down the Oakland. I think I only have 1 game beat. Yeah, I only have 1 game beat. These are a grind. It's really a grind. But they're all 3 minutes, which is kind of nice. And then I go play Broncos. The solo challenge, this one, oh my gosh. It was so brutal, dude. It was like 3 in the morning or something like that on Thursday night or something, I think it was, and I was playing this crap, and I totally like spaced out, and I threw a pick 6, which wasn't a big deal, but it just sent it to overtime, and I lost the coin toss, and they went down the field and scored. That was the most frustrating thing. I went to bed so pissed. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm gonna try to start uploading on a regular basis again. As soon as Christmas break hits, it will definitely be a steady upload, but I'm going to try to do my best to keep a steady upload rate. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a like if you did, subscribe if you haven't, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.